welcome back to the Financial Freedom Now show. My name is Toyin. I'm so excited to bring today's episode to you, and I think it's the perfect time for you to think about this. Well, the reason why it's the perfect time is moving on to the festive season. There's going to be lots of marrying, lots of catching up, lots of meeting with old friends, new friends, family. As you do all of that, there is also the thought process of what the next year would look like and what you're looking to achieve. And I believe there's no better time to talk about the power of networking, the power of collaborations, the power of mixing with people for your financial success. So that's why I'm super excited about today's episode. Now, we're going to be looking at what networking does for you. I mean, really, what's it all about? I've always believed that if you're ever looking at life from a financial angle, looking at how to actually increase your income, how to be better financially, how to achieve financial freedom, one thing you should understand is in life, there's always a form of buying and selling. And when you're buying and selling, it involves people no matter what it is you do. And I didn't understand this concept. I always thought what I did didn't have any major channel in terms of sales. I didn't think I needed to be a good salesperson or a marketer. And I went to all of the seminars and I was being told, oh, you've got to know how to sell yourself, how to be good at sales. And I was like, and it drilled down before I realized actually every single day you step out, you are in some way selling yourself. Whether you're trying to convince, as a child, you're trying to convince your parents to do something, you are selling an idea to them. You're trying to get someone to buy into you. So there is some selling, buying and selling going on. And we need to understand and embrace that concept and know that it's something essential for everything you're doing, even as a leader just trying to pass a message across an idea across to your team members. You've got to sell that idea. You don't just come up and just say, oh, this is what I think we should do. And no one's going to buy into that. But then you come with such strength and you convince them, you give them the facts. Your people buy into idea or buy into the new culture you're trying to get them to do. So you've got to understand that buying and selling happens even to as a starter. Whatever it is you're doing, buying and selling comes into play. And buying and selling can only happen when it comes to people. And this is where networking comes in. When you understand whatever it is you're trying to do, you need people. And to do that, you need to relate with people. I used to think I could do things and be a loner. I'm quiet. I'm introverted, and whatever it is that you've always told yourself, and you think, okay, it's fine to stay in your corner. No, there is no influence that can be made without you actually relating with people. And to relate with people, you need to network with them. I was having a conversation recently with someone and I said to them, it's okay for you to just think I'll be in my own circle and the rest of that. I won't even get to do things with people. I won't go and celebrate with them. Neither would I relate with them in any way. But the day comes when you need people celebrating with you. That's when you realize actually there's nobody in my corner. And the reason why there's no one in your corner, and I'm deviating from what I'm talking about, is because you haven't actually taking time out to actually celebrate with people, right? So that is a different concept. But my point, what I'm trying to analyze there is people need people. We all need people. It's almost like a trade battle. We always need to relate with people. Once you can get that concept, that brings you to the other aspects, which I think is crucial, is you knowing that not just you people needing people is the interesting concept, is the fact that you relating with people helps you. And that's the way the world has been created. God has created the world in the fact that we all need each other. I cannot grow, I cannot build my business without others. If you're ever thinking I'm going to do it all by myself, I just need me. Once I'm good and everything else happens, you realize it's just a disaster waiting to happen. So once we understand all of that concept, then goes on to the power of networking. Because you know you need people, the way to get out to more people is also through people, right? And who better can tell people about what you do than yourself? So imagine if I can pass the message across very convincingly to 10 people what I do, what I'm about, how I can help the world, or whatever it is that you want to do. I tell you really well to 10 people. Those 10 people will tend to 10 other people. That's 100 people. So that is the power of the reach you can get. And they replicate the same thing. That's 1,000. and then it keeps going on. It grows well. So you understand now how important it is that you are able to network with people, tell people what you do, tell people the idea. People will, others will buy into what you do. Now, don't get me wrong, not everyone's going to buy into what you want to do, but like, how can you beat them if you have a goal of reaching 100 people? At the beginning of the year, I set a goal that I wanted to reach 100,000 people, and the first thing I did was to go online. Literally said it to everyone. I said, I need help. My goal is to reach, to share my message with 100,000 people this year. I want to share the goodwill message of financial freedom. I want to help people out of the bondage of financial slavery, being robbing Peter to pay Paul, trying to fight every financial battles that they have. I want to tell people how they can actually achieve financial freedom through property. For example, I just had that burden to actually share that. And I went on my social media and said, help me. The way you can help me is invite me to your churches, and I will share the message. I mean, I wasn't asking for any payments. Invite me to your groups, your small groups. I'll come share. I just wanted to get out, and I started doing that, and I put that word out there. But also, what I did was then obviously start my own process of reaching out, running free webinars, just sending that word. I mean, before I knew it, there were platforms I was invited to share, and the word was getting around, and constant, and once it gets around, it gets repeated, and I was able to reach my goal. Now, the only way I could do that was asking people to help me get that goal. I don't know what goal it is that you want to achieve. Understand you cannot do it by yourself. And so you need to network with others that will be able to facilitate that happening. I mean, I have some of my staff that have come on board. It's come about networking with other people and saying, I need this. Oh, I know someone that can help you. This is the contact. And I have opened up. You might be finance you need. There might be the next investor you're looking to invest in your business, might be just 10 people away or one person away from you. You're just telling someone, this is the dream I have. This is what I'm looking for. And that person meets up with someone else and knows, oh, I know someone that requires this. I can put you in touch. And that is the power of networking. So, and when it comes to this, now networking is key. And we're talking about going into the festive season and being able to, but you've got to have strategies for effective networking. Just meeting with another individual isn't necessarily networking, right? So you need to understand how you can make networking effective. Whether you're doing this online, or you're doing this offline, or you're doing this in the corporate environment, or you're doing it in within family and friends, how do you effectively network? These are things you need to start learning and understanding how it can help your career, help your financial opportunity, help present financial opportunities to you. I remembered one of my friends who said she's had this job that's been really, really, really a blessing. And she just had it in the last 3 years. And pretty much how she got that job was by just talking to a friend and was just sharing the things that she wanted. Little did she know that the friend she was sharing with had contact with exactly where she wanted to go to, and she had no idea, right? But what she did was she effectively communicated what she wanted, but also what had been networking with this individual for a while, that the person knew that they were confident enough to make that connection. So it's really about you understanding that it has a great effect and on your life and everything that you do. And networking is also key. As I was sharing, for career advancement, if you're looking to get into certain sectors, who are those you're speaking with? How are you connecting with people? I mean, LinkedIn is a good way. Look for networking opportunities with those key individuals in the areas that you're looking to get to. And don't just leave things to chance. Don't just say, oh, whatever will be, will be. If it's to happen, it's going to happen. No. This is a time where you actually think, I need to network with the right circles. If you are currently in a circle that doesn't pay you, that doesn't work for you, that doesn't serve you, how about trying to start getting into the circles that will serve you? The one key way to do that is networking. Getting into those circles. Some of them will be free circles you can get into. Some of them will be, you need to be paid circles. You might need to buy your way into those circles. But network with the right individuals so that a whole world that you need would open up to you. And once you get into the network, I'll round up with this. Once you get into this network, you need to know how to maintain and grow that network. Having one person that looks like what you want to do isn't enough. yes, it's good to have the one person. Okay, how can I connect with a lot more people? Because the last thing we want to do is network with someone, with the right individual, and overburden them with everything. We need to try and spread it out. So how do I increase that network? I mean, recently I've been saying to one of my friends, I said wanted to get into certain circles, and I started going to certain groups, and some of them were just fell short of what I wanted. And just, I mean, out of nowhere, just my friend wanted the same thing. We just had a chat, and exactly the same thing she was thinking, I was thinking, and was just like, if we want to create a particular circle, we've been looking for that circle for so long, we've not got it. How about creating a network ourselves? Because if I am looking for this, you looking for this, there is a high chance that there are others looking for this. Why not create it? So not only can you tap into other networks, you can also create networks, right? Create networks that serve you, create networks that would help you. Understand that networking is key. People are key to your success. Networking is key to your financial success. I'll leave you with that, and until next episode, God bless you.